Are you wondering how much it costs to get into YouTube and have that premium picture? High quality frames, beautiful composition, awesome lighting. Well, today I'm going to tell you how much I spent since I started YouTube. And honestly, you could probably use your iPhone and get similar quality video. I mean, I'm just addicted to buying stuff when it comes to gear, and I think I have a serious problem. So I'm going to go into the stuff I did buy and tell you guys how I feel about it and what I paid for it, because a lot of the stuff I bought secondhand, and if I didn't, I don't know how I would spend this kind of money. First, we're going to get into subscriptions. The first subscription I purchased was Epidemic Sound, and that cost me $15 a month. Now, you could buy it for $10 a month if you buy a year subscription, but I didn't know if I was committed to this YouTube thing that long, and I don't like paying a lot of money up front, so I got the monthly personal subscription for $15. And I gotta say, I feel like this is worth the money. I make beats, so you'll see in some of my older videos I started out making beats, and I'm the type of guy that likes to do everything myself. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'll probably make beats for all my music, for background music. And let me tell you, that is a colossal waste of time. So, Epidemic Sound, yeah, not sponsored, but I think it's worth it to get a nice library of music. You don't have to worry about copyright strikes, stuff like that. But you could use the YouTube library. You could find something like the Stream Sounds from Harris Heller. I forgot what it's called. Something like that might save you some money. But for $15, I was like, yeah, this is cheap enough. Let me go for it. Then the second subscription I bought was Storyblocks. Now, like I said, I like paying monthly, but Storyblocks, the difference of price between a year to a month was pretty extreme, so I splurged and went for the year subscription, and it ended up costing me $250. Now, so far, it saved me some time on one video, but I really haven't got my money's worth out of Storyblocks. I realized I don't use stock footage that much. Maybe if I change up the style of my videos, there may be more use, but it's nice to have access to that type of footage when you need it. It definitely saves you some time. I also do like the membership I got comes with like motion graphics, and that I really like, because motion graphics are hard to come by quality graphics for cheap. Or it's hard to come by quality motion graphics for free. And then I guess let's get into audio. So the first piece of audio equipment I bought was this Power DeWise lavalier mic. I spent $40 on this, and full disclosure, I probably, you got this, clips on your shirt, see it right there. Spent $40 on this, and I've used it all but once. Not a giant expenditure. This is good if you're using a phone. It has a phone adapter. Step up the quality of your sound. But I have other audio equipment that I've had before I started YouTube that I use a lot more. So this is only what I bought after starting YouTube. Not everybody has all this stuff. But yes, Power DeWise. Bought this, $40. Was it worth it? I don't know. $40 is pretty cheap. I think I had an Amazon gift card for Christmas, so I just went for it. But I've used it once or twice since I got it. The other thing I got is a Rode VideoMic Pro, which is on my camera right now. This is what you're listening to. That cost me $90. I think it retails for like $150. Something like that, but I bought it on eBay for $90. It's working good. I like the sound, so money well spent. I'd say if you're looking for something like this, definitely an option, something to go for. I did a video on that if you guys are interested. Did a little sample, but you get a sample here as well. Then moving on to computer gear, I guess you want to call it. The first thing I bought after starting YouTube was an 8TB Seagate Barracuda hard drive. That cost me $150, and I have a lot of storage, but I figured I'd just get my own hard drive for making videos because these files are huge. So I'd say it's worth it. I mean, it never hurts to have extra storage. Personally, on my computer, I have two M2 NVMe drives. I have a 2 terabyte Barracuda that I started with, and I was using that for video games and stuff. So I was like, why don't I get just like a giant hard drive and use that for videos, and then I keep everything for YouTube and graphics and design, stuff like that. I keep that all on that hard drive, so it's easy to navigate. The next thing I bought from my computer, which I don't really use as much now, I'm actually using it now, but it's not that necessary. I bought a Camlink 4K, and it looks like they're on sale now, but I bought mine for $130, and it's the USB dongle one. And the reason I bought this is because when I started making videos, I had an A7 that didn't have that Imaging Edge webcam software. Now I have an A7 III, so I technically don't need this, but I still use it to, like right now I'm monitoring my, the video with my MacBook, so I don't have an extra monitor to put on I don't have like a HDMI monitor for my camera, so I have to use either a computer or if I were to take a monitor out of my setup, and I don't really want to do that. So it comes in handy. I've definitely used it a decent amount, and I still use that instead of the Imaging Edge software, but who knows? I don't know if you really need that. The next thing I bought was a Mount Dog 60 watt light. This was $60. This is what I'm using as my key light. It's right up here. For $60, it's a pretty good deal. I feel like it works. It's not, I mean, in scenarios like this, I don't even have it that bright, but it doesn't go that bright. So at some point, I'll probably upgrade to like an Amaran 200D or a 200X or something like that. Coming from the outside of things, like lighting being that expensive seems crazy to me, but I don't know. Buying lenses seem crazy to me, and I've spent a bunch of money on lenses, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm thinking about going for the Amaran 200D, but this light gets the job done as a key light for now, and I'll probably get another light, so I have two. I'll use this light as a fill light if I get the Amaran, or maybe a light to go on the back of my head, because I don't have that right now. The next type of stuff I have is the camera gear, so that's probably the most expensive stuff I bought. Right now I'm using a Sony a7 III. It's a camera I'm filming on right now. I bought mine secondhand. I bought it off of Craigslist, off a really nice guy. It was $1,200. So, I mean, eBay, other forums, you could probably get one in a similar price range, but there's like no way I would have been able to spend $2,000 on a body, because I need lenses. That's what people don't tell you about. You need lenses, you need lighting. Like, the body is really not that big of a piece of it. You know, there's so much more. And I wanted some nicer lenses, but I didn't have the money for it. So I went for this A7 III. The next piece of equipment I bought was this Sigma 40mm 1.4 lens. And I actually just got this. It was on sale at B&H for $800. And I haven't used it so much for video yet. I've been taking pictures with it, and I like how it looks. And I'll get into the story of why I bought that in a second. But yeah, that was a recent purchase, and $800 is a lot of money for me. So I don't know. Hopefully, I give it some good use. Before I bought the Sigma, the first lens I actually bought was this Sony FE 1.8 50mm. You can see it there. I can't get it. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna sell this. I didn't really use it much for video. It's good for taking pictures of products, because I sell a decent amount of stuff on eBay, so I use that sometimes. But for video, I'd have to have my camera, like the way my setup is, I'd have to have it too far away, and I don't have the luxury of doing that. And I feel like the vibe on YouTube is just wide angle, so I haven't really used this 50mm much. So I'm probably gonna sell it, since I bought this 40mm from Sigma, and yeah, clean out the hurt a little bit. That was $200. I bought an open box from Best Buy, and it's good. It's good if you want a cheap lens. I mean, finally getting into like a little nicer range of lenses, and it kind of blows that away, but it's nice to have a 50mm for $200. The last thing I bought so far was the Sigma 14 to 24 millimeter f2.8 lens, and I would show it to you, but it's what I'm filming on right now. I actually got this on Facebook Marketplace for $700, and I told you I would tell you a story about the 40 millimeter, but the way I got this was I saw a Sigma 50 millimeter on Facebook Marketplace for $400. The Sony E-mount 40 millimeter. It's like a $900 lens on B&H or something, and it was $400 on Facebook Marketplace. The guy said pristine condition, and I was like, I need this lens. That's a good deal. So I'm 200 in my 50 millimeter now, so I'll just buy that and be in this one for $200. You know, or it's not really how it works, but you know what I mean. I'll only have spent $200 now if I sell my 50 millimeter. So I hit the guy up. He said, he's got someone who's waiting for their paycheck and he's going to buy from him. And I'm like, I got money now if you want to sell it. And he's like, no, he said he's going to come for it. So I was pretty bummed out. But he said, I have a 14 to 24 Sigma that I haven't listed yet, and I want $700 for it. And I originally wanted the Sigma 14 to 24. I actually bought a Tamron 17 to 28, and I was like, you know what? I just got that, and I'm like, I really wanted the Sigma, and I was like, maybe I'll just sell that and get the Sigma. And he said, yeah, you're gonna want to list that right now because the Sigma will blow the Tamron away. And yeah, so that's how I ended up with the Sigma, $700. I actually traded my Tamron for a A6500 with a couple of goodies, and I have that up on eBay right now. I'm hoping to get at least my $700 out of it that I had in the Tamron, because I bought that from KEH for about $700 after tax. So now I have the Sigma, and what he told me is this guy actually worked for Sigma. So he was saying, honestly, you don't even want the 50 millimeter. He told me about this. He said, if you look at the code here, 018, let's see, hold on. So what he told me was, could be all bullshit, but hold on. If you look at this code here, it says 018. So what that means is it was made in 2018. The 50 millimeter you'll see is 012, which means it was made in 2012. So what he was saying was the 50 millimeter actually wasn't made for mirrorless cameras. It was kind of adapted to the Sony mirrorless after the fact. It just, different mount. I could be wrong, the detail, don't quote me on it. But he said the 40 millimeter was made for, Sony mirrorless or, the mirrorless cameras, and it's almost optically perfect. So I thought to myself, I might as well go for that. I said, let me know if you get the 50 millimeter. If that guy bails on you, I still want it, because for $400 for that seemed like a really good deal. And he never hit me up, so I actually looked up the 40 millimeter. It was on sale that day. It's like $1,099, and then it was on sale for $800 or $799. 800 technically, yeah. So I was like, whatever, I'll just buy it. And yeah, that's how I got that. So yeah, that's all the gear I have so far. Total, I'm in this for $3,635. And moral of the story is, I like to buy used. Some people may not feel as comfortable. I definitely like KEH. They have, excellent ratings. Like they have quality levels, so it's good to know what you're getting. Facebook Marketplace, I haven't had a bad experience with. This guy was a great experience. The guy I bought my camera off was very nice, all very knowledgeable, and walked me through different processes. But yeah, I'm just with anything, I have adult money, so I buy a lot of crap that I don't really necessarily need. I could easily have started a YouTube page with my iPhone and my computer and would have been able to get up and running, but I'm always seeing other people's fancy videos and I'm like, I need some of that. Is it worth $3,600? Probably not, but I'm having a good time, and I'm gonna be taking pictures and stuff. I figure that'll be a hobby of mine, and why not, might as well live a little bit. So yeah, that's all the gear I got. And you don't have to buy this gear, but if you do, that's my experience with it. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. Hello? Yeah, I'm just wrapping up this YouTube video now, and then I could probably meet you over there in like 20 minutes. Is that cool? No, the video's pretty good. Just talking about camera gear and stuff. Oh, you got another lens for sale? You got a Sigma 24-70? 2.8? Huh. Is it a good deal? What are you thinking? Oh, maybe I could do something like that. Alright. Alright, man. Sounds good. Talk to you later.